One thing as a human species really have to remember is we are going through a spiritual warfare. It is very, very important for us to pick a side. Uh, Remember the tree of life. What is underneath is not visited by the birds ever. It's got its own unique admirational groups, and it's hidden and it's dark. What is on top of the tree is where the magical, freedom-loving, light carriers and the seed carriers, the bird species get to explore. So this is exactly what is the human species are facing right now, because we are going through this spiritual war. What is really saddening is that human species are super intelligent but unsuspecting. The dark masters of our world know this very well, and they do anything and everything to exploit you while keeping you divided, misguided, providing you detours into your existence. This is how we um, get into these entrapments. Tree of life exactly know where it stands. The spiritual warfare in our time is possible because of our ignorance. Because the human species always think it's important to go to the grade 12 instead of passing the grade 1. What do I mean by that? In our sort of toxic femininities, we always hear these kind of things every time when we start speaking about something of value. We hear words like, oh yeah, so you don't understand about the toxic families, all the traumas that we have been through, all the challenges, and this is like an excuse for us to go and search for our own path, which is fine and dandy as long as you have understanding of all these basic the studies, the basic grades of human consciousness, and how we pass, overcome, and liberate from these things. For example, the black sheeps are the ones who fall through that crack of the foundation of human family unit or family tree. We have fallen through the cracks because we never found that secure, strong protection. So then we fall through the cracks. It's not up to us to maintain the relationship or having conversations or look after these people and family members in a physical level. It's all about the spiritual knowledge and wisdom and how to liberate these ancestral karmic paths, because they have left that loophole for us to fall through. So then we understand this bigger picture, and we are liberating ourselves, healing ourselves. But we're not only healing ourselves, we are liberating all these ancestral trauma bodies and existence of traumatic experiences. We understand, we rationalize, and we liberate. As if you ever understand a little bit of astrology, you know we have a few or even 3 different occasions we come to focus on these areas of understanding. So we revisit these circumstances in order for us to heal and liberate ourselves. um, Maybe 3 times in lifetime. But it is like a train, but living in the past continuously is so toxic for human soul, especially when we're not learning anything, when we're not uh, liberating ourselves, we're not taking responsibilities for our own contribution by being ignorant. These are the areas we really are to focus on, healing and liberating ourselves within this spiritual wars. This is happening in our human consciousness. So it's like a train. Once you left the station, uh, for example, we can these train stations are like uh, the grief and resentment and healing, and toxic behaviors and um, narcissistic abuse and uh, pride, pride of ego, disconnection from the God source. None of these little groups that we go forward with the I am belongs to this group and I am from this group, so therefore mine is better than yours attitude. It is a Almighty God, the Creator, the Supreme Leader, which is the higher self, your higher consciousness, divine light frequency. You can name whatever you like, but it is the same idea. So having a disconnected from the source God is the biggest problem of all. But unfortunately, in the family unit, we ignore all these grade 1 lessons of uh, collaboration, the unity, the respect, the love, the trust, and compassion, forgiveness. None of these areas that we are to perfect ourselves and our emotional, spiritual vessel. We ignore these things, but we go out into the world thinking that we are going to find ourselves. You're always there, but you overlook the most important things. The one of the other factor that I really want to talk about is when we go out into the external world. Every time we accomplish something towards maybe we think it is an improvement, but it is really nothing but a entrapment, because the higher you go up, the narrower your group of vessels exist in, the farther away you are from choosing yourself, because somebody else is always going to be calling the shots. So therefore, when you are to ever choose yourself, you can lose your life, or you can lose everything that you ever worked so hard for. This is how the entrapment really come into fact. More we think that we are to accomplish so much in the external world, the entrapment is so severe, and is no way back. So this is how all these good people make very poor decisions and working against people in the end, because it is a choiceless factor, because you are too far, too deep into these toxic entrapment. This is how the unsuspecting human species get entrapped in this game that we're playing with the dark masters. So we are to really pay attention and liberate ourselves. The black sheeps that who fell through the cracks in the end, they are working towards the liberation of the family unit, and through healing their hearts, healing their mind, understanding about the spiritual journey is really a liberation. It is the biggest accomplishment that we can come up with the help of our Creator. And it is absolutely necessary for us to line up where you're meant to be, and face this spiritual war head on, by understanding and healing our ancestral trauma, so then we can create these stronger foundations of family unit, while the black sheeps go out into the world and stand really strong, and trying to shine a light the rest of the family groups. It is really important and necessary for the protection within these strong foundations that we called family.